resumed. They have returned to the Nigerian roads. Not just yet, only on paper. Not just yet. Don't be fighting. They don't just manifest out of the thin blue skies, But anyway, point is. The federal government 2 days ago announced that it's going to reintroduce toll gate collections on some selected, please emphasis on the word here, selected dual carriage highways across the country. Now, the government also said that the diplomatic vehicles, tricycles, motorcycles, military and paramilitary vehicles will be exempt from paying tolls. Sounds like what used to happen back in those days. Nothing too dissimilar. Now, what is for some a very worrying trend is that this is coming just about 18 years right after the administration of President Olusegun Obasanjo dismantled all toll plazas. I remember that period very well because, between Benin and Lagos, you had just after you passed Uniben Uselu Road, going out like you're going to Lagos to Ore. There was a toll gate right after Uniben, after Uniben main gate. Just drive down towards the other tertiary school. There was that thing called anyway, but it was there, and it was so iconic because back then, the minute you get to that toll gate, you would know that you are either close to either Ore. That's the first sign that, oh man, we're getting close to Ore, meaning Lagos is not too far. Or you're coming from Lagos or coming from the west. It was a demarcation to tell you, oh, good, we're leaving the west, we're getting towards the southern part and going to the middle belt. So from Benin, you're going to make your way to Abuja, you're going to make your way to Warri, to Port Harcourt, to Enugu. When you get to that toll gate, it was a pretty interesting landmark for those people who used to travel the roads back then. But it's not so much as the fact that it's a landmark that begs the question. It's the reason why they are back. Now, don't forget, the Minister of Works, talking about Rashid Baba Fashola, made mention a few years ago that they may just have to bring back the toll gate. Back then, Nigerians frowned. Why? Why bring back the toll? The reason why the government of the day dismantled the toll was because they said revenue was coming from oil, blah 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 blah. We have to save more, so this will make sure with the money we are getting from those other excess crude oil accounts, we're able to maintain the roads, yada yada yada. But now things have changed, and as life does happen, changes are inevitable. So, my question this morning, right, with all of the failure and shortcomings of government and government agencies, whether it's FEMA has made some success, I have to admit, people can testify to that when FEMA was very active, but this 2021, now it's saying that it's not going to be on all the roads, it's just going to be on some of the roads. Just about 14%, less than 15% of the roads are going to be tolled. And in particular, they are looking at dual carriageways or roads that have more than 1 or 2 lanes, right? That makes sense. But the question is, if they toll, is this going to be a guarantee that the roads will be maintained? Talking about those particular dual carriageway, I'm talking about the Lagos to Ore to Benin, and let's see now, Benin to Warri to Port Harcourt. Those are dual carriage roads. I don't know where they're going to put them, but that's what they say, the dual carriage roads. And these are the dual carriage roads that we have right now when you're traveling. So what is the guarantee? Because prior to the Obasanjo administration, Nigerians have been talking about, hey, having these roads fixed. Now, back in 1982, I was probably maybe a fetus back then. I got to see a picture, and this was a trip my father made between Lagos and Benin, and that traffic was legendary because apparently people spent up to 10 hours that day on the road. That day. So even when there were toll gates back in that period, the roads were not good. Why do we think this government or any government will be able to assure us of the sanctity, of the smoothness, of the integrity of the roads if they come back and put a toll? Because what is a toll? It is a tax for using the road. The idea is to maintain the roads. Now, we've seen the roads in Lekki. Those of you who live in Lagos, you know the toll gates and how they work in Lekki. Some would say that because of the toll, the roads The major roads, talking about the 6 or 8 lanes that Lekki has, are pretty well maintained. Many will argue that. Maybe we have learned lessons. Maybe with the experience and the technology that we have now, we can not only, as it were, account for the monies that will come through those gates, through those tolls, but also we will be able to translate into good roads. Let's have a conversation. 08179230002, 08179230003, 08179230007, and then the female caller line is 08179230009. WhatsApp and Telegram available on 08090306416, 08090306416, and jump onto our Facebook page, facebook.com/Nigeria Info PH, facebook.com/Nigeria Info PH.
This is 92.3 Nigeria Info, the only place where talk is not cheap.
Hello, Port Harcourt. Good morning.
Hello, Jude. Good morning.
Good morning to you and welcome.
Yeah, Tony calling from Abajo.
Welcome, Tony.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe the toll they are talking about will be collected only in the northern states. Because I can tell you for free that the whole of South East and South we do not have roads. If you are coming from Lagos to Benin or from Shagamu to Ore, you spend more than 8 hours. I'm telling you, more than 8 hours. So after you suffering from Ore to Shagamu to Ore, you come and pay two in Benin, because a process of that road from Ore to Benin is okay. Don't not come and start collecting two in Benin. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
Well, I do understand. Like I said, I've traveled that road several times before, but don't forget, Tony, the toll is not going to appear overnight. All right, it's going to take a while, obviously, to erect the structures. There's also the question of security and blah 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 yada yada yada. But the point is, if those tolls come, and we live in a totally different time as we were 20 years ago, all over the world, countries are making systems to tighten their belts. Coronavirus has shown us that we need to do more.
I understand. Those countries have that they have a roadmap. They are planned. Nigeria is organized country. I can tell you that the first time I went to Lagos was in 2005. Then I think there's a 2 or there's a 3 in 2005. And from that period, that road, every day they work on that road, but there is no physical improvement on that road.
Yeah, but then we didn't have tolls. Maybe when we have tolls, it will work. Andy is in Rumo Kuta. Good morning, Andy.
Good morning, Mr. Jude.
Good morning. Hello, Port Harcourt. Welcome, please.
Mr. Jude, if they said so, the whole of Nigeria, there is no road, honestly. Sometimes I usually leave Port Harcourt those days in the morning, and I'll get to Abuja probably around 3, just maybe 4. Now it's not like that. If you live here, you get to Abuja maybe, if you live here in the morning, you get to Abuja around 6, 7, 8. So, but I ask myself, the toll gates that the airport collects, if you enter Port Harcourt Airport, every time you enter, they collect 200 naira. What are those money meant for? The money are meant to repair their roads. If you enter inside, and sometimes you'll be so ashamed, even the light at night, there's no complete light. The street light leading to the Port Harcourt, what are those money collected for? What are those money budgeted for? Is it budgeted for we to maintain the aircraft or to maintain the terminal? I don't get it. So if we are talking, they should look for a body that will be collecting this money, that will know that all the roads are intact, so that we'll know that what we are paying for is being used for what paid for, so that at least all of us will enjoy it. And getting with roads, it will be comfortable to us, and the next thing should be security.
The next thing should be security. BC is in Aba. Good morning, BC. Hello, Port Harcourt.
Yeah, my brother, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, this issue is very bad. How can you ask SUV 700 naira? I think this guy is not that anybody has money. Why can't they start all these duplex they are building around? I don't know why Pastor is building this method.
BC, be very careful with suggestions.
Look at practice. There is no road. There's no road in practice. So they are going to party or
Well, it's still under advisement, BC. Ida is in the call. Good morning.
Yeah, my brother, good morning.
Good morning to you. Welcome.
Yeah, second to the last caller. Okay, very nice thing. If you're going to airport, those ones that they are collecting, Jeep is 400. And look at the parking space. When you enter there, where you are parking your car, you see grass everywhere. You cannot maintain the airport. Those ones, count how many cars are entering to airport every day and how much they are collecting. What are they doing with that money? At least when you enter airport, you enjoy that you are in airport. But if you go there, it's like you are in village. Even in Koro, my town in Koro is better than that airport. If you come. Thank you very much. To maintain the place on the that from Koro. Good morning.
All right, good morning to you. Now, the minister said that only 14.3% of the entire 35,000 kilometers of federal roads that are dual carriageway will be eligible for tolling, with vehicles paying between 150 and 500 naira per trip, depending on their make. So it's depending on their make. We don't know yet, but it's going to be between 150 to 500. At least that's what the report here said. Now let's take into cognizance right now that back then the tolls were not everywhere. All right, I know between Warri, between Benin and Port Harcourt, there were no toll gates. But yes, between Lagos to Benin, there was a toll gate. But now we're talking about roads that are going to be dualized. And right now, I know that this part of the road, this portion of the East-West Road is dualized. At least that's the plan going through. There are some sections that are cold enough. Who knows? Well, we'll go for a commercial. When we come back, we'll get to read more of your comments. Send them to 0809-030-6416. 0809-030-6416.
Welcome back to the show. This is Nigeria Info.
Welcome back. Hello, Port Harcourt. My name is Jude. And this morning, I'll start off, it's all about the toll gates that will resume, or rather, will return, rather, to our roads in the coming future. That is according to the federal government. Now the minister, talking about Fashola, said, well, the roads that are going to be tolled make up just about 14 point something percent, less than 15%. So it's not a question of putting toll gates everywhere, just a section of the roads, particularly those roads that are dual carriageways. My question is, with this particular development in the coming months, yes, we should be seeing them in a few months or years coming up in the country, will this guarantee that those roads in particular will be well maintained? Because the Lagos-Benin Road, the Benin to Port Harcourt Road, the Benin to Abuja route, also the Port Harcourt to Eastern routes are very key in this country. Probably one of the most frequented routes that we have in this country. Now, if we place tolls on these roads, right, this is theoretical now because we don't know exactly where they're going to place them. Is it going to guarantee that they will be properly maintained? Because back when we had toll gates, before the Obasanjo administration removed the toll gates back in 2003, the roads were not particularly great. Ore was crazy. Okada to Ore, sometimes usually on the average, could take you, 25 minutes, right? But for just Ore, to get to Shagamu, before you get into Lagos, sometimes you could spend 6 or 7 hours back then. Hello, Port Harcourt, 90.3, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning, welcome, please.
Yeah, I believe I'm audible enough.
Yes, we can hear you. Please turn off your radio set, please. Turn it off.
Okay. Yeah, it's off now.
Thank you very much. Good morning.
If we all remember, sometime earlier in the year, my name is Michael, by the way, I'm calling from South Africa.
Good morning, Michael.
Sometime earlier in the year, the federal government told us that we are going to concession up. And this told the applicants. Originally, these are things our taxes are supposed to do. But let's take that one out of it. Everybody is always a witness to the fact that everything in Nigeria is based on federal character. Now, how come in the course of concessioning this, it is not based on federal character? Out of these 12 roads, about 8 of them are connections from Abuja down to Lagos and the whole of the Southeast and South. How come it's not based on federal character? That's where I have a problem. How many of these tolls are being built in the north? But when it comes to appointment, when it comes to awarding federal contracts, some of these places get maybe like 3 times more than what the entire South put together would get. When it comes to tolling for people to pay money back for using facilities that they pay taxes on. And a lot of them are in the South, and Southwest. That's where I have a problem. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, Michael. JD's in LMA. Good morning, JD.
Hello, Jude.
Good morning, welcome. Hello, Port Harcourt.
Good morning, Jude. Jude, I would like to start on a lighter note this morning. I heard something that sounds like an aberration to me on your radio this morning. How come Eno is hosting somebody that hosted for a festival in Port Harcourt? Jude, where were you? Jude, you are the Pole King. That was an aberration, Jude. That was
my God.
You are the Pole King, for God's sake.
We keep the wheels turning. That's all that matters.
Jude, you need to correct that. It's like La Liga giving award to Hurricane. Come on. Let's go to business on the day. For the show, right?
Yes, please.
I don't think it can be sustained. I don't think it can be sustained, Jude, because at the top of my fingers, I cannot mention government policies that worked over time. Both the ones that are struggling with national ID card, they struggle with it before. They are struggling with a lot of things. But programs and policies that work are always driven by the private sector. So I don't know whether they are going to partner with the private sector to make it work. A long time ago, too, I was traveling, and it's not toll gates that were destroyed. It was like a war zone. Or Lagos, Ibadan, they were destroyed. Why? Because those decisions were not made democratically. We need to start making policies democratically. Bring in experts, stakeholders, bring in policy makers, those that can plan short-term and long-term. You consider the pros and the cons before policies are made, not sentimental policies, not somebody in a leadership position just wakes up and make a policy that is not sustainable over time. So we should learn to make laws out of our policies. We can make, under the road management, whatever, we can make laws that are sustainable, and over time we review these laws. Because when we keep going back and forth, and it's not working for us. And most importantly, are the tools from those tools, are they going to be used judiciously?
That's the question. So tools are used all over the world.
Their source of revenue. One is the IGR was very low, and they were suffering for every means to grow the IGR of that particular nation. But as for Nigeria and our this present age, we have a lot of sources where we can get and grow our IGR. But the government of the day, from the local to the state and the federal, they are not dynamic. They are not competent in growing the economy of their nation or their particular environment. Obasanjo that shut down tolls is a man that understands how economy are growing. He now sees there is no need for tolls because people are embezzling that fund, and those funds are not meeting up with their specification or their right demand. So this toll which they want to see implement is one of them that want to hijack the process in the name of concessions. The time the OPG Port Harcourt toll was working, at least I experienced it, was this 5 naira we are paying or 10 naira then? I can't picture it. But we are paying to pass through, you come back. That was the economy then. The present day economy in Nigeria does not demand for toll. Well, it can also add Nigerians, they deserve it because they voted these people. And these people have borrowed billions into dollars. And the way to pay back this money, oh my goodness me, it will be a very big problem for the next administration. So they are only trying to subvert, create issues to hand over to the next administration. You know, when you put this to this together, you can now pay this debt you are owing, and which I know it will not be possible.
Okay. All right, thank you very much. Now, let's take a look, find out the origin. All right, so now, when there was a groundswell of opposition to the plan. In fact, some engineers advocated for a sector reform rather than tolling as a last solution to road maintenance in the country. Now, former President Olusegun Obasanjo had ordered the demolition of the toll gates back in 2003, saying that the roads should be maintained through revenue from increased fuel pump price. 63 million naira was being collected daily was insignificant, and that the facilities, that's the toll gate facilities, constituted an inconvenience to motorists and also encouraged corruption. Now, I'm old enough to remember when those toll gates were present. I'm also old enough to remember some of these, in quotes, inconveniences that some motorists experience at the tolls. Now, I remember moving at night back then, years ago, got into that toll gate at Benin, right? The Benin toll gate at night at about 11:30 p.m. There was no power at the toll. There was no power. Ordinarily, you're meant to have, lights like those of you who those of you who live in Lagos, you know how the different tolls in Lagos operate. There are reflectors. Like I said, we know better. But back then, it made sense to the government that, hey, look, these things they're causing more harm than good. There were stories of drivers who ran the toll. There were stories of individuals who were stuck at the toll booth, would illegally print their own ticket and collect these monies and not remit to the federal government. Well, that's dead. Today, we have electronic means to monitor who drives through. Once again, a clear reference to the Lekki toll gates. So technology is here to help. The question is, when the money do come, is it going to make those roads great? That's the big question for Nigerians this period. 017-923-0002, 017-923-0003. Samuel is on the line. He joins us from NTA Road. Good morning, Samuel. Hello, Samuel. Good morning.
Hello.
Yes, hello, Samuel. Good morning.
Yes. Yeah, good morning, Jude.
Good morning.
Yes, Jude, I want to say about this toll gate issue that putting a toll gate is not the problem. For me, it will go a long way to address the issue of road maintenance in this country.
Okay.
If only the right things are done. Just like you pointed out a lot of things that inform the decision of your passengers' government to shut it down. But again, I think in a sane society, people would think differently. Rather than shut it down, if this is revenue, a channel for revenue for crying out loud. Now, rather than shutting it down, why not probably privatize it? Or, okay, let me just leave all that for now. We are talking about this one they are proposing. At the end of the day, I think it will work if only it is given to a private firm. Like you have the construction company, the multinational construction companies, contract this thing to them, like let them fix roads, maintain it, and put a toll gate. They pay some certain tax to you over a period of maybe some years and all that.
Okay.
You come to an agreement and you still make money from the toll gate at the same time get your road fixed. I mean, this is not rocket science for crying out loud, Jude. You know, I think the toll gate is the way to go, but only if the right approach is being put in place here.
Okay.
So that's my take on this.
Thank you very much, Simon. Samuel from NTA Road. Great to hear from you. WhatsApp 009-030-6416. 009-030-6416. Jude, you did not tell us that Obasanjo removed toll gates and increased fuel price, so, but I just said that. I just said that. I just said that. I literally just said that. Okay. Hello, Jude. Good morning. The roads at the toll gates guarding them will only be well maintained if we comply definitively. Well, I can't say how that would go for now, to be honest. We don't know whether Nigerians will be open to it for many reasons. Nelly in Port Harcourt. All right, thank you very much, Nelly. All right, let's get to another message. The issue of toll gate reintroduction is not a welcome development at all. There are police roadblocks in almost all roads in Nigeria where monies are being collected by police. From Oyigbo Express Junction to Eleme Junction, we have about 6 different police checkpoints where commuters pay 100 and 200 naira for each of them, bringing untold hardship to the masses. I don't support toll gate introduction. Blessed Oko. That's a very, very valid point there. Very valid. So for those tolls to operate, that means one big issue that's been bothering Nigerians for at least the past 20 years is the presence of, in quotes, checkpoints along the roads. Because if they have to, as it were, give the policeman, a little, tip here and there, Oga Bright, take, bam, Oga Okon, take, bam, they still have to get to the legal stop to pay as well. Kinsley is in Ajit. Good morning, Kinsley. Hello, Port Harcourt.
Good morning, Mr. Jude.
Welcome, Kinsley.
Okay. I want to talk about this toll gate thing.
Yes, please.
You see, our problem is always accountability.
Okay.
Who are the people who are going to man this toll gate? And then again, there's something we always forget. In developed countries, taxes are based on pay as you earn. You know, somebody called earlier on. I was telling you, Jude, that why don't they begin to tax these people who build duplexes and the rest of them? It was a bit funny, but Jude, really, this is a way of getting revenue. Taxes are paid by those who have luxurious cars. The more you have, that's supposed to be the more you pay. Now, when they introduce these tolls now, so, 60 or 70% of the money they'll be expecting will be from commercial vehicle, these buses and the rest of them.
Yes.
And eventually these buses would transfer the burden to the day-to-day travelers. Do you get my point?
It's a very verified concern, Kingsley. Hello, Kingsley?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, I say it's a very verified concern. But what about the benefits that they hope to achieve? Don't forget, we've been plagued with bad roads for the entirety of our union or the entirety of our existence. A lot of people are just like, why can't we get it fixed? Maybe it's time for the private firms to come in.
Yes, if private companies handle it, somebody just said you can give it to a company, one of these multinationals, and the deal will be when they construct the road first, the way it should be. They do the roads, then they begin to take their money. These things are not, they won't do it. It's not anything far away, They construct the roads, they begin to take their money within a particular period of time. They leave. Some other company can come and begin to collect and to maintain it. Okay. But what I'm saying is, let it be according to, pay as you earn.
Okay. Christian is on Bowling Island. Good morning, Christian.
Yeah, good morning, Jude.
Good morning. Welcome. How's Bonnie this morning?
Yeah, Bonnie is okay.
Good.
Bonnie has always been a very peaceful place.
Good to hear.
God is, it's God's own land. God is with us here.
Welcome.
Oh, what? Yes, God is with us here.
Welcome, Christian.
Well, I've been hearing a lot of opinions and callers in respect of this toll gate issue coming up again. Sometimes I find it difficult to understand the behavior of our so-called leaders or our representatives in government. They just cancel something today, in the next few years they come up again with that same thing. I don't even know what is their problem. It's like when they get drunk with so much power, when they get so rich, they don't even know what to do again. They just wake up from the comfort of their affluence. You understand? The money, so much money, you understand? They just announce whatever comes into their head. They don't think deep. In which area, how many areas of these roads in Nigeria do you want to start collecting toll gates for?
Just about 15%. Just under 15%.
Yes. You understand? Because I'm look at the money they spent in between Lagos and Ibadan Express Road. Are they going to put toll gates there? Then talk of the ones between Kaduna and Abuja. You understand? Look at those areas, different areas. They are just coming to Ore here. After they've taken so much from here to do what it is that everybody is leveraging on, is surviving on, they are still coming to take to toll gate. Here, this same south here, this Ore road, this our road here. Why not there? Don't be oh God, what kind of nation is this? What is the problem with this country? Why can't they come down to into the simplest, you understand, and reason out of the sincerity, the liberty, the freedom of God which God has given us, I leave sentiments and all these things alone.
Oh, all right. Christian, thank you very much. Christian speaking to us from Bunny. Someone says the toll gate should be given to a certain company. Let them construct the gates and use foreign techniques to pay the government and fix the roads. Any Nigerian firm? No way. I have always dreamt of toll gates returning. I would say it's a good move for me. But my worry is this question. Will police now stop collecting Roger too? Because that will sound more like double taxation and a complete mess of the toll system reintroduced. Davidson, the melody in Uniport said OBJ was sensitive to the plight of the masses by removing tolls and increasing petrol. But this government is insensitively increasing everything so that at the end, little money we make goes back to the government. Police already have countless illegal tolls on our highways. Wow. A lot of people are calling out the police this morning. Well, we'll go for a commercial. When we come back after the news, you stand a chance of winning 5,000 naira. The wise men join me shortly.